guys. It's actually very surprisingly smooth and wow. Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's try on the latest product at Patrickta, the new transition blurring blush. So I picked up the two new product and the brush that goes with it, and they've sent me that pillow. It's the size of my head. This new pretty pillow bag. It's honestly speaking the perfect bag if you're going on vacation or just in your gym bag. It's cushiony, it's pillow. I actually use this as a pillow if I was stuck somewhere. So I picked up in the new liquid transition brightening blush the shade Shy at First and the same shade in the transitioning powder. I picked up the brush. I really like Patrickta brushes. I think they work wonders. They are a little bit pricey-ish, but I really do like them. So let's give it a try. So I'm gonna use the whole technique from Patrickta. I'm gonna mix my concealer. I don't have Patrickta's concealer. I was meaning to purchase it and then I don't know, I just moved on to something else. I'm gonna use my Chanel serum like concealer from Les Beige, and I'm gonna mix it with the liquid transitioning brightening blush. This is what it's recommended to use as a technique on his website. So I'm just gonna mix the two of them together. Foundation is done already. Kind of a lip gloss applicator. It does turn a little bit dark. Let's see. I'm gonna apply some like this, and then with his brush, the dense side, I'm just gonna pick up some. It does look a little bit funky, I'm not gonna lie. I guess it's that whole idea of that seamless transition between your eye makeup, your under eye, and your blush and highlighter. It is a little bit darker, and I don't know if I like to have this much pink under my eyes. I have to admit though, it is completely flawless under my eyes. In fact, I'm really close. That's really close for you. It doesn't crease, it hasn't turned patchy or muddy. It has blended perfectly together. And I don't know if it's brightened up yet my eyes. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, since it has dried completely, it's not actually dark or anything. It's actually very smooth and very pleasant. I think we might actually be onto something here. I'm gonna go with my blush from Patrickta. I have shade just enough. I'm going all in for the pink today. Pink for the win. I'm gonna go with the powder. Like obviously, I haven't powdered anything else. Just like this on the apple of the cheeks. And I'm using a Patrickta brush in, this is for phase 3 that I very much like. Ooh. So see, there is no, like there's definitely a gap here in between where you have your eye, the concealer, and then the blush. So now the idea is to go back to the new product, the transition blush. There are two shades, there are two powder shade inside. One is super light, like this, and the other one is a little bit more dark. Not by much, just a little bit. I'm gonna swatch them here. Oh, it's very light. You barely see them. This is the darkest shade, this is the lightest shade. And the idea is with the brush, the fluffy side, you first take the darker shade and you really just come here and kind of go all over. You go quite large, and then so you have your transition. It's very smooth, whereas here you do have like a gap here, and here And it's very, very blurring. It's very smoothing and blurring. And guys, it's actually very surprisingly smooth and wow. Because if you see here, like there's a very, very big difference. Obviously, in a normal world, I would go with my normal powder. You know what, actually, let's do a side by side, see if this is that much of a revolution. I'm gonna take my Kosas powder. That is a nice pink, it's candy. It's, you know, it's pretty close to be the same shade. This is what I usually use to set my under eye with a powder puff. And I usually just come like this. I have to say, his is a little bit more seamless. I think it's because you're applying it with a fluffy brush. And like you still have a little bit of a gap, even though I have put some pink powder here. It's not as smooth as on this side. Yep. You know what? This is actually smoother. There is, I can see a difference. So now we're just gonna, you know, add some more onto the other side. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to try probably a different palette with a different liquid blush transition to see how it mixes with a different color blush or just a different brand. Now with the lightest shade, with the fluffy side, you just come here and you add the lightest shade. To bring back a little bit more that luminosity. It's absolutely seamless and smooth and blurred. There's no big gaps, you know, in between. My goodness, guys. I always, like, part of me is always really, really excited when there's a new launch, a new product. And that's why I'm here. I love makeup, but I'm also just, you know, very excited. And I always want to try everything and see what's actually working, what's the best, and tell you about it, guys. I was a little bit skeptical about this because I really thought, you know, you can probably use any powders, but I think you like, to a certain extent, you can definitely use any powders and you're going to get something that is very close to this. I think the only difference is because you are using shades that are all made together, they are very harmonious. I think that's what is key here. It's that whole unity of the same shade, basically, with different product, with different formulas, that gives you that very soft and seamless transition. Like, I can't get over how it's just so seamless, just so wow. Let's move on to the rest of the makeup, and I will add the other end of the blush, the cream blush on top, but at the end I'm gonna use now the new cream bronzer from Summer Fridays. I have never been a big fan of Summer Fridays. I don't know why. I just think I don't know why. I've tried their skincare range a long time ago and it reacted onto my skin, and it's just not the brand that I usually reach for. Let's give a try to this bronzer, this cream bronzer. I have the shade Sand. It's a bronzer butter balm and it's got a shelf life of 18 months. I'm gonna go with a Chanel brush. I have to say though, that's the kind of pan that is gonna get messy and look dirty a little bit around very quick. So this is the shade Sand. It's very, very buttery and balmy, but I have to say it blends beautifully onto your skin. This is how it looks like if you just swatch it really quickly. Once you apply it and massage it onto your skin, it's really, really good. Like, really, really good. Is it better than the Chanel and the Dior? I don't know. Let's see. It really just melts onto your skin, guys. That is the kind of product that is very much effortless and foolproof. Like completely foolproof. It's so good. Look at this. And it's not greasy. I don't like, obviously if you have an oily skin, I don't think I would recommend this product for you. I think it is not the right product for you. I think it's too buttery, balmy. But it does quite kind of sets pretty much. It stays a little bit, but it does set almost completely. It retains the glow, that's for sure. I think if you were to rub, actually, it's pretty good. I mean, I have smudged a little bit, but let's apply some here. It's not muddy on the blush either. Oh, I'm liking this thing. So definitely, I think, how could I range this? Not as nice and as elevated in luxe as the Chanel bronzer for sure, but I think if you want something that is a little bit more easy, one and done, not as blurring, this is a really, really good alternative. Definitely cheaper as well. I'm just not a fan of the packaging. I mean, this is looking really nice, but inside it's just gonna go around. So you just need to clean it and keep it tidy. But I am very much liking what I'm seeing. This is pulling definitely warm. It's not a cool shade, but it's very pleasant on the skin. It's literally just melted. It's not greasy. It's almost turned into a powder. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna set a little bit the T-zone. Sorry. I'm gonna use my Meteorite powder. Just a little bit. I don't want to take away too much of the beautiful glow, but equally not a fan of shining in the T-zone. I'm gonna go for something very light onto my eyes. I'm gonna use the new eyeshadow stick from Charlotte Tilbury. The shade is Cashmere, and I've used them once before. I did a review with you guys, and I have to admit, I'm just being so surprised at the moment with all the makeup lunches. It is not as long lasting as the Dior. So if you have oily eyelids, or if you are going down to the beach, or if you live in a very hot and humid environment, I think Dior is definitely even better long lasting. It doesn't budge, it doesn't move, and you need proper eye makeup remover. Whereas this, it's very long lasting. It is somewhat waterproof, but not as much as the Dior. They are though very, very good. So I'm going to use the shade Cashmere. I have ordered the limited edition eyeshadow palette from Gucci. That came as a surprise. I don't think anyone had this in their radar, so I'm very excited. I have to say though, the other Gucci eyeshadow palette that I've had, the quad, I was not impressed. So I'm really hoping that this one will be a little bit better. I went way too high onto this side. I still cannot get over how smooth the under eye area is. Obviously, you do see there's a very soft baby pink kind of look to it. I think you have to own, there's a little bit of a shade, but it's nothing too crazy. And I think it's making it so smooth. I can't get over it. I think I'm gonna pick up the other shade that has more of a peachy tone to it to see if I wear it with a blush that has more of a nude tone. I'm just a little bit wowed. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I know it's yeah, I know it's not the technique for everyone, but I think as far as this technique goes and how it looks onto me, I really, really like it. It really brightens up. It's, yeah, it's blurring, it's smooth, it's everything you want from your under eye region. And this bronzer, Balm Buttery Balm Cream Bronzer, I don't know what's the name, the Bronzer Butter Balm, surprisingly really, really good. It doesn't feel buttery or creamy or oily. It's closer to a cream to powder once it sets. I'm going to apply a little bit of lip liner. This is Merit, it's the shade Coupe. Lip gloss, I'm gonna go with my Victoria Beckham in the new shade Cabana. It's so pleasant onto the lips. It's not sticky, it's cushiony, it's gorgeous. And I'm going to add the cream blush from Patrick Ta, that same shade, that Just Enough palette. Just a little bit here. I'm not gonna add too much because I wanted to add the highlighter as well. I have so many palettes everywhere. It's chaos, guys. It is chaos. I have the highlighter in the shade Baby. So let's apply a little bit of it. Ooh, gorgeous. That is it for today's look. Seriously, guys, I'm just a little bit wowed by how everything turned out. I really, really like the blush. I love how it's very smooth. It's very also bright. I think I'm definitely picking up the peach shade, as I mentioned, because I need to see if with other shades of blush you get that same very smooth and seamless transition. Anyway, let me know down below any questions, comments. Let's keep the conversation going. For your convenience, everything will be linked down below as well with an affiliated link. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I am so grateful for you guys. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.